Hey guys, story time. Reading Diary of the Wimpy Kid. The Meltdown. Right. So, January. Monday. Everyone in my neighbourhood is outside today, enjoying the warm weather and the sunshine. Well, everyone except me. It's kind of hard to enjoy a heat wave when it's the middle of winter. People are calling it wacky weather, but doesn't feel right. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I think it should be cold in the winter and hot in the summer. I've heard of the whole planet warm. I've heard of the whole planet is warming up, and the human beings are the reason. But don't blame me because I just got here. If the world is getting hotter, I just hope it doesn't happen too fast, because if things keep up at this rate, I'll be riding a camel to high school. Camel to high school? They say the ice caps are melting and the sea is rising. So I've been trying to convince Mum and Dad to buy a house up on our hill, but they just don't seem that all concerned. It kind of makes me nervous that I'm the only one in my family worried about this stuff, because if we don't do something about the situation soon, we're gonna wish we did. It's not just the rising sea levels I'm nervous about, it's the ice caps. I've been around for millions of years. These ice caps have been around for millions of years, and there could be things buried inside them. Stay away. Crack, splosh. I saw a movie about a caveman who got frozen in ice, and when it's melted thousands of years later, he was still alive. I don't know if that kind of thing could actually happen in real life, but there are unfrozen cavemen walking around these days. The night janitor at my school might be one of them. If we do figure out a way of this climate mess, it's probably gonna be someone from my generation who solves it. That is why I'm always nice to the smart kids, because they're the ones who are going to save our butts. Whoever is the answer is guaranteed your technology is going to be the key. Grown-ups are always saying that too much technology is bad for your kids, but I say the more the better. In fact, as soon as I can afford one of those high-tech toilets that learns all your habits, I'm going to get the most expensive model. Hello, Gregory. I have been waiting for you. Seat woman. Some people worry about the one day we'll lose control of technology and robots will take over. Well, if that happens, I'm going to make sure I'm on their side. I've been preparing for when the robots take over by sucking up my house. Sucking up to the appliances in my house. So when there's a giant robot human war in the future, I'll be patting myself on the back for thinking ahead. My brother Roderick says that in the future people will have robot bodies, parts, and we'll all be cyborgs. Well, I hope I don't have to wait too long for that, because if I could buy myself a pair of robot legs, I could get a half-hour extra sleep each morning. Well, I guess we don't really know what's going to happen in the future, and I could drive myself crazy worrying about it. Even if we solve all the problems we have right now, some new things will come along, and then we'll have to deal with that. I've read what's happened with the dinosaurs. They were riding high for a couple of 100 million years, and then asteroids came and wiped them out. What's really crazy is that cockroaches were around back then, and somehow they survived, and they were probably here long after we're gone too. Personally, I think cockroaches are disgusting, but they must be doing something right. Speaking of survival, right now, I am just trying to get through the middle of school, and the last few days haven't been that all great. Even though it's warm outside, the thermostat at school thinks it's winter, so furnace is on full blast, which makes it hard to concentrate in class. And it's worse than cafeteria because there's ain't any windows you can open to get fresh air. The heat has been frying my brain, and I've been forgetting when my homework is due. I forgot a really big one today, which is my country project for the international showcase. Back in November, everyone had to choose a country to do a report on. I picked Italy because it's a huge pizza fan. But it turns out Italy was really popular choices of my school. So the teacher had to draw names to decide who got it, and she chose the least attraction, which isn't fair because he's lactose intolerant and can't even eat cheese. So the teacher assigned me Malta, which I didn't even know was a country. Anyway, that was 2 months ago, and I didn't give my country project a second thought until today. And the only reason I remembered was because I got to school, everyone was wearing real clothes. I probably have realised it was in that showcase day when my friend Rowley came and got me for school wearing a crazy get-up. But he's always doing strange stuff, so I barely even notice. In her homeroom, I took a look at Rowley's project to see how much work was involved. That's when I started to panic. His report looked like a ton of time and was pretty obvious his parents helped him with it, of course. Rowley had actually been to the country he got assigned, so I'm sure that made it a lot easier for him. I asked Rowley to be a pal and switch country with me, but he's kinda selfish, so he wouldn't go for it. That meant I was on my own, and I only had a few hours to do my whole project from scratch, and I didn't know where I was gonna find a trifold board this late in the game. When I remembered I had a trifold in my locker, I had started my country project the day after it was assigned, so I could get ahead with things for once. When I pulled it out to see how far I got, it was pretty disappointed. This project was 50% of my social studies grade, so I tried getting help from classmates, but all that did was remembered me. I needed to get some smarter friends. Any of you guys know where Malta is? In your butt. Har, har, har. So I'll stop it there, guys. So I'm going to stop it there because it's how many pages left? 207 pages left. So there's 217 pages, I've done probably like, I've got to page 15, so. Okay, Google. 217 take 15.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Okay, Google. What is 217 take 15?